Hello there, my name is Robin and today I'm playing Astroneer. I'm playing a custom scenario called Stranded that, if you stick to the default settings like I'm doing here, starts you off on Glacio. Here we go. I'm taking a moment here to look around because once I press the F key, the frantic fight for survival begins. The scenario starts you off with very few items. A worklight, a QT-RTG and 2 oxygen filters, which is roughly equivalent to 2.5 minutes of breathable air, plus whatever is stored in your backpack. It's very little really, which is why I'm headed to the resin first. I think that's enough for now. Yeah. Now that I can create additional oxygen filters, I'm gonna leave 2 behind right here at spawn, in case I die. In a regular Astroneer game, you would respawn at your shelter, a landing pad, maybe even a vehicle. I'm not 100% sure about that one, but as I have none of those yet in this game, I would restart where I landed. And with 0 items in my backpack, it could become rather challenging to find back my dead body and any base I'd already started. If I'd already started a base. Next up on the agenda is clay, and if I look as if I know where I'm going, that's because I know exactly where I'm going. I played this scenario for the first time in a co-op game with my husband, and because I liked it so much, I decided to try it out by myself. But to my surprise, when I spawned into that solo game, I ended up in exactly the same spot as in the co-op game. So unlike regular Astroneer, the world inside this custom scenario remains the same every time you start a new game. A bit of a pity in a way, I guess, although it also has its benefits, because that's how I know there's clay in this valley, as well as some much needed resin. Right, and this is what we're here for. That's one, and this... take this out. 2. Hang on. That's 3. In all transparency, this is my 3rd solo attempt. I was doing really well the first time I tried this, until I stupidly fell into a hole and died. That's when I learned the value of leaving a couple of oxygen filters behind and starting a base not too far away from spawn. The 2nd attempt was more of a tryout. I still have that save and could easily continue with it, but I restarted for a 3rd and hopefully final time so I can approach things a little differently. But first, let's head back to spawn. And then to my intended base location. This is it. I don't know exactly where yet, but my base is going to be somewhere around here. So let's quickly get rid of this plant and mark where I entered the valley. Now I'm going to do some minimal base setup and then we're heading into the caves because the next resource that I want to get my hands on is laterite. Okay, I can't find any hole inside this valley leading to a cave, which, to be honest, in view of my history is probably a good thing. But it does mean I'm gonna have to dig down myself. I might as well do it here. Yeah, I'll do it here and harvest some resin in the process. That'll keep me alive for a little longer. These first layers of red soil aren't a problem, but as I go deeper, you can see my tool is starting to struggle. That's because I don't have a drill bit yet, but normally I should be able to make it to the first cave layer. there's an opening already. And down there's the laterite I need. Excellent. If it's buried inside the grey soil, which I think it might be, then I will be able to harvest it. Resources that are buried inside the blue soil are off limits to me, at least for the time being, as they require a drill bit. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. It's just gonna take forever. Okay, that's piece number 2. That's all I need. Oh, it took a while. This scenario starts me off with 500 research bytes, but I need twice as much to get hold of an oxygenator. Within these caves, that shouldn't take long at all. There, that's more than enough. I can now research the landing platform. Done. And the smelting furnace. Also done. During my previous attempts, the first thing I researched was the oxygenator, but I think this way will work out much quicker, easier and cheaper. The oxygenator blueprint costs 1800 bytes, and then you still need to smelt 1 laterite and 1 clay to build it. For a lot less bytes and only 1 extra ceramic, I can build a landing pad, which will give me an oxygenator for free through the mission system, and it will serve as a respawn point in case I die. And now the smelting begins. Unfortunately, I'll have to babysit this thing, because I've yet to research the more convenient large platform B. That's the one with the side arms, so machines can automatically pick up and drop off resources. That's the aluminium. That's ceramic 1, ceramic 2, and ceramic 3. I only need 2 to print the landing pad, but seeing as clay is not used in any of the recipes, I thought I might as well smelt it. Okay, we're in the final stretch now. Just a little bit longer. Come on. Just now I'm gonna need another oxygen filter. It's certainly starting to look like it. Okay, I'm gonna put it here somewhere. I don't have a plan for the base yet, so that will come later. That's not right. Collapse. Turn. Reposition, I guess, until the red circle turns green. That should do it, and expand. And now I need that extra filter. Hopefully it's the last one. Oxygenator acquired. All in all, it took me around 20 minutes, I think, to get to this point where I can finally, or almost finally, sit back, relax and inhale that sweet breathable air without having to worry about those bloody oxygen filters. As far as I'm concerned, I'm no longer stranded. just a little short on, well, pretty much everything. But this is where I'm gonna end this episode. Join me again next time when I take care of some other necessities.